Hello everyone, and welcome to my Sister Wives Today channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. In a shocking twist that has left even the most jaded Sister Wives fans stunned, the latest tell-all exposé has finally revealed what many suspected but could never confirm: Kody Brown's explosive lies, disturbing actions, and the truth about his unbreakable bond with Robyn Brown, even in the most inappropriate and heart-wrenching moments. But no one was prepared for what insiders say happened over Paedon's grave, an unimaginable conduct that is now being hailed as the last indication that Kody has lost all sense of respect, humility, and parenthood. According to insiders close to the Brown family, the recent tell-all program was just the start. What shown on TLC was meticulously edited, but what occurred behind the scenes was raw, unscripted, and disturbing. From the moment Kody walked onto the set, there was a defensive tension in the air. His body language screamed guilt, his voice wavered when certain names were mentioned, and, most importantly, his refusal to address what happened at Paedon's memorial has now become the most talked about scandal in the family's history. Yes, Paedon is still alive, but what supporters call his metaphorical grave refers to the emotional death of the father-son connection, which could have been buried beneath years of betrayal, favoritism, and silence. The phrase "over Paedon's grave" went viral on social media after family members reported that Kody and Robyn were spotted cuddling, speaking, and even smiling during a mournful period intended to reflect on Kody and Paedon's fractured relationship. For many, this was symbolic. Paedon, who was frequently treated as an afterthought, had publicly discussed his broken connection with his father. He cautioned fans, cried out in interviews, and pleaded for understanding, but he was ignored. So, when it was time for Kody to reflect on this shattered link, what did he do? He turned to face Robyn. Again. Always. Robyn, dressed nicely and quietly, stood behind Kody at the exact moment when the family needed him to stand alone, as a parent rather than a husband. The occasion was intended to be solemn. Sacred. It was meant to be about Kody accepting responsibility for losing his son's trust. Instead, it became about defense, rationalization, and Robyn's unwavering hold on his heart. According to a cast member who was there during production, Kody couldn't go 5 minutes without looking to Robyn for reassurance, even when producers questioned him about Paedon's charges, tearful pleas, and public anguish. It was like Paedon didn't even matter, the insider claimed. All that mattered was Robyn. She's the sun in his cosmos, even when things are falling apart. And that is when it happened. When the cameras moved away for a break, Kody and Robyn were reportedly seen smiling, whispering, and sharing an oddly personal moment just seconds after discussing the symbolic death of Kody's link with Paedon. One crew member compared the experience to standing over Paedon's grave, either emotionally or symbolically. But it was freezing. It was eerie. It was about them, not him. And if that wasn't shocking enough, the tell-all revealed text messages, footage, and interviews that presented an even more terrible picture. Kody has not only failed to reconcile with Paedon, but has deliberately refused to accept responsibility for the consequences. He blames Christine. He blames the cameras. He blames the culture of hate that surrounds him. But not once, not in a single phrase, does he address Paedon's obvious pain. Christine Brown, visibly distraught throughout the program, stated that she no longer expects anything from Kody regarding their joint children. "He's Robyn's husband, not our kid's father," she remarked in one of the show's most emotional lines. And when he stood beside Robyn instead of in front of Paedon's truth, he made his choice loud and clear. What fans are calling the grave moment is currently going viral. TikTok, Reddit, and YouTube are swamped with feedback and emotional reactions, with many stating this was the final straw, evidence that Kody Brown is no longer a father figure to the majority of his children, but rather a guy lost in his own delusion of power, grounded only by Robyn's presence. Robyn, for her part, has remained mute. But her silence speaks volumes. As one fan pointed out, if Robyn actually cared about the kids as she claims, she would have gone away at that point. She would have informed Kody, "This is your time to focus on Paedon. Become a father. However, she didn't. She stood there. Proud. Confident. Like a queen attending a funeral to which she did not belong. And now that the uncensored footage from the tell-all special has gone viral, even the most devoted Sister Wives fans are asking the uncomfortable question, was Kody ever truly a father to anybody other than Robyn's children? The emotional traumas are severe. Janelle, who earlier sought to maintain peace, has openly stated that she no longer recognizes the man she married. Mary had all but disappeared from the story. Christine, who took the brunt of the backlash when she departed, now appears to be the only one who correctly predicted this outcome. She expected that Kody would isolate himself. She prophesied Robyn's conquest. Even more heartbreakingly, she anticipated that the children will suffer the most. Paedon, who has talked with uncommon candor about wanting his father back, is now faced with public confirmation of what he has always known: his father picked a woman over a son. And if the tell-all revealed anything, it was that this decision was intentional, long-standing, and possibly permanent. That moment over Paedon's grave, one producer remarked, will haunt the Brown family forever. So, where will they go from here? Can anything be salvaged? Fans are split. Some argue that Kody has gone too far, that he has chosen his story and will not change it. Others worry that Kody is unraveling, that the sorrow he has created will eventually shatter him. But one thing is certain, the falsehoods have been exposed, the emotional betrayal has been laid bare, and the image of Kody and Robyn standing over the ruins of a relationship with his kid will be remembered as the moment everything finally fell apart. Whether symbolic or literal, the grave was genuine. And Kody stood on it, not as a remorseful parent, but as a man clinging to the last love he has left, even if it meant losing his children, his legacy, and the last shred of public compassion he had. As the tension in Sister Wives builds with each emotionally charged episode, viewers are bracing for one of the most explosive chapters yet in the Brown family tragedy. With Christine long gone, Janelle standing firm in her independence, Mary slipping further from significance, and Robyn hanging tightly to what remains of Kody's divided devotion, the upcoming episode promises to dive deeply into the repercussions that has been building throughout the season. And, if the preview snippets and subtle production cues are any indicator, viewers are about to see a mix of anguish, confrontation, shifting alliances, and irreversible decisions that may finally fracture what little remains of this heterogeneous family once acclaimed as unbreakable. As always, Kody Brown is at the center of the storm, a man more isolated than ever, yet fighting for control over a family that no longer listens to him. The forthcoming episode suggests yet another heated meeting between Kody and Janelle, in which the last vestiges of their relationship may eventually be destroyed. Janelle, no longer ready to play the role of devoted second wife, is expected to confront Kody directly about his frequent abandonment, not just of her, but of their children, particularly the adult sons he has estranged. Viewers have already seen fractures open between Kody, Gabriel, and Garrison, but this forthcoming showdown could be the final verbal reckoning, with Janelle demanding answers Kody is unwilling to provide. This is no longer about missed birthdays or COVID regulations, it is about decades of decisions that have undermined respect, trust, and love. Meanwhile, Robyn, the so-called favorite wife, is likely to continue her habit of emotional manipulation, defending Kody just when his arguments falter. If Robyn's prior conduct is any indication, she will make another tearful confession, expressing how difficult it is to see the family come apart, despite the fact that viewers are fully aware she has gained the most from its dissolution. She may cry, but whether those tears are for the family or for her own place in it is something viewers will have to consider again.